All right. Live again. Live again from the depths of hell. Oh. Hey, Don, how's it going? I can't believe I won. I don't win anything ever. I couldn't believe it. Now I just hope that everybody spends their money wisely because I don't want their dollar. It wasn't about the dollar. It wasn't about the dollar. Here, if you'd like to. Here is, oh God, Ken, I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek. There's a difference. Nerds are weird people that hide in plain sight. Geeks are just people that are nerds without the hiding. There's somebody I know.
So, bud.
What's going on?
Oh, I don't know if I'll be on here very long. I'm kind of whipped for the day.
Uh-oh. The good kind of whipped or the bad kind of where you had a bad day and work sucked?
I'm just tired.
Oh, that's not too bad then, I guess. Could be worse.
Yeah. Oh. So, so the date got posted for the next No Name. That was cool.
Yep. I'm definitely going. She booked the rooms already, which I'm hoping not to need the rooms. Because I don't really want to stay in a hotel because it was $400 and something plus tax.
Wait, you stayed
So
in the hotel again last year or this year?
yeah.
Why? I was gonna stay at the track, dude. It seems like a lot more fun.
Well, that's the thing. If what I want gets done between now and No Name Nationals, we won't be staying in the hotel.
Yeah.
But if I can't, I have nothing to. I have no control over that. Like I can't sleep on the ground, and I'm not buying a tent for one event a year.
Why? That's literally all you need a tent for is one. That's how tents work. Like who uses a tent more than once a year?
Anybody that camps, I
No,
don't
people
camp.
don't camp. People don't camp that much, dog. Hi,
Not
Hi,
Don.
Don.
anymore.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Just counting down the days at this point.
Amen. But Ken, I was planning. I bought that enclosed.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's nice storage. Like the Laguna's inside right now, so there's no weather or nothing. So that was nice.
Yeah.
But I thought if I take the car and park it outside, you could put an air mattress in there,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
that was my plan. We just have to make sure I can either find a vent that I can put in there so it's not hell on earth when I sleep in there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It usually stays pretty cool at night during No Name.
yeah, and
Yeah, once the sun goes down, saying you just open the doors and let it cool off in there, it should be fine.
we're planning on adding a TV in there too. So that'll
Yeah.
be that'll be kind of cool.
You ain't going to have time for TV.
Well,
You'd
yeah,
be
that's probably
doing
true.
walkabouts and all that shit.
Oh
But
man.
I got a, well, I don't. My dad does a little griddle, like it's like a 28-inch griddle. I thought about bringing two, try and cook some food instead of spending money on food.
You're
Man,
overthinking, man. You're overthinking.
yeah, nobody goes hungry if they're near our site.
Yeah. Ken looks like he's about to pass out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks like a whip puppy.
dude, it just hit me like all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Did you see my post on the sloppy mechanics page?
No.
Well, I commented on it, I should say.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll still go see if I can find it. Which one was it? The public, private one.
Is there a difference? I don't know.
Was it just Sloppy Mechanics public page?
It just says sloppy mechanics. No, this says private group.
Oh, you're in the private one. Okay.
Someone asked about coils.
Yeah.
And I put on there my experience with them.
And what happened?
Nothing yet.
Oh, well.
I'm waiting to hear someone say, "Oh, they're junk. You know, you got to buy the baddest of the bad." So, I don't know.
I was expecting something interesting to have happened.
I just looked. I didn't see nothing.
Oh, I got my hopes up.
I mean, I don't know why this guy's worried. I don't remember Matt having problems with coils, but literally, I've seen every style coil make over 800 horse. So
yeah. Where's your video at?
For Motor Trend?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to post it.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to post it? Why not?
Because I want a good video, and what I got isn't good.
What's wrong with it?
You can't see me.
Oh, it's the same one that you showed me last time?
Yeah.
I thought we went over how to make it better.
We did, but I've not done that yet.
Oh,
we'll get on it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm one person.
Yeah, so am I.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, that's fine.
Well, the other thing is, I figured out what was wrong with my camera on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever watched any of my videos. Well, you have, obviously. But like the background noise pops and cracks constantly. Chat is dead. I am Bad Wrench. You are correct. But it pops and cracks. So I don't know why, but I went in my settings. I'm like, there's got to be something because it annoys the crud out of me because I can't film with my phone then. I have to go get the GoPro, and that's a pain in the butt.
Right.
You got to set up a tripod, or you got to hold it, and I hate it. When I go in my settings for the camera, hang on, here it is. Record stereo sound.
Oh, that makes sense.
Was turned off.
That makes sense.
So I don't, and then I went and videoed and nothing. So I think I fixed it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was.
They should sound better now.
So I should be able to film with my phone, which will make it easy for me to do it.
Right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for this coming No Name because I'm actually going to be there this time, so that'll be fun.
Better be.
Well, at least it's official now.
Right.
I tried last time. Okay.
You still owe me a race.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even care if it's a foot race at this point.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I would totally lose. His legs are probably 4 years longer than me.
Yeah, but you got like 10 years on, or you're like 10 years younger than me. Like, old age is going to hit me hard.
Oh, God. What are you, like 29?
I'm 36 this year.
Old man.
No.
Nah. I'm excited for it, too. I got a lot to look forward to.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm ready. Like, well, I don't even know what I'm going to bring. We're probably going to try to get my brother's car there again, but I might bring the Ranger. I don't know. We'll see.
I've put my expectations pretty high for what I'm bringing. I want to bring the Laguna, her Buick, the ramp truck, and the enclosed.
So you're going to pull the trailer with the ramp truck with a car on it?
With 2 cars.
You better have
on it.
That's a lot of weight, dude.
I know.
I've got me very old.
It's gross.
Well, technically I'm only 35, but a couple more months I'll be 36.
Hey, there's Buff Del Campo, the legend.
The myth, the legend. Oh, I was actually gonna do a live tonight, but I got tired. I was gonna like have me and Jed. We're gonna talk about Hemis and stuff. But
We can talk about Hemis. I have nothing to add to it, but we're
yeah, that's my problem. Is I was gonna have Jed on because he does a lot of stuff with Hemis. So
I can tell you why it's called a Hemi.
yeah, I can tell you that too. Speaking of, I've been trying to get. There's this guy. I see him on Facebook all the time. He like builds and sells Hemi inline 6 cylinders from Australia.
Oh,
Like he's Australian,
yeah.
And I've been like trying to like get his attention. I wanted to do a live with him and talk about these engines because like the dude seems like he knows his shit.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but I haven't had any luck yet, so I kind of.
Well, he's down under. He's probably hard to get a hold of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
well, yeah.
tomorrow afternoon for him.
Well, I mean, I can stay up late. That's no problem. I'll just like take a nap.
Okay. The cat wants your attention. There, you got the attention.
Oh yeah, we're doing that 2-for-1 trade, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, here's the one.
That's a fluffy cat.
See this hairball laying here with ears?
Yeah. Do they shed much?
Yeah. Yes, it's like she gets hairballs underneath her neck because these Maine Coons their hair forever grows.
Oh. Ours sheds like a. I don't know what. I don't know what sheds that fast, but she does.
While the other cat's just a short haired, but she sheds just as much. We got it like a mitt with
Yeah.
little prong fingers on it.
That works.
Yeah, it's like by the time you run through them, it's like you're pulling off this layer that you could weave into a blanket.
Powerglide, my cat, is outside in her little heated house. Dude, our cats are spoiled. They're in the big house.
Yeah.
Well, where I'm at, if we don't keep them in the house, they'll get eaten.
I need to get rid of my cat.
They're good for barns.
I don't
If
have
you
a
got
barn.
a barn.
Well,
I mean, how many barns do you have? I don't have.
Technically, I don't know if I could call them a barn, but they're garages. I mean, it keeps mice away.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you get a bag of grain and put it out there, you'll be able to call it a barn. It'll draw the mice, and then the cats will have somebody to play with.
Here, I don't know if I can post this. We'll see. Go check out. Can you see that Facebook link? Yeah, go check out that link when you get a chance.
Powerglide catches some mice. That's her job. Well, that's good. Our cats are so spoiled that I don't think they would even try. They're probably scared of mice.
They would think about it, but not necessarily do it.
Yeah, they would just play with them and then let them go, probably.
Right. I don't know. Ours caught one here right at the end of summer. Well, when it starts getting colder, mice tend to come indoors.
Yeah.
And it's like cat was over here in the corner one day. It's like, oh, she's on something.
Yeah.
So we kind of opened up the corner so she had full access. And she caught one. Usually if you find one, there's a half dozen, but
yeah.
Right. Well, I still have a problem in the ramp truck with mice. I mean,
put the cat in there.
It's better now, but it used to be like one every day. Literally one on a pad every day. There for a month, I didn't think I was ever going to walk out to it and find it empty.
Remember years ago at the other house we lived in, it was like, seen a mouse, across the kitchen floor. It's like, okay, Wendy got a bunch of traps. And this one evening, it's like we set the traps out and we was wondering how long it was going to be before we caught one. Literally, before we went in the living room and sat down, the trap went off.
Wow.
Caught 7 that night, and it was all of them.
True.
So it was by the next morning, they was all gone.
And so you guys are in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I flew into Philadelphia when I went to New Jersey for work.
I bet that was a treat.
Oh my God. I don't like hating on other people's states, but that area was horrible.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't go to Philly if they paid me to.
Which I knew that going into it that it was going to be bad, but I didn't realize how bad. It almost was like, I'm trying to explain it. It's hard. Like smog era, like when you ever seen like some of the videos from way back in the day, like out in California where it was all foggy and stuff, like looks like industrialized kind of.
Right.
When I stepped out, that's what I felt like I was in.
Oh, dude, it was Silent Hill here the other day, man. All fogged up.
We got some the other day. It must have just been a rolling sheet or something because we didn't have it for a few hours, but couldn't see for those few hours. You could see probably 300 or 400 feet in front of you, and that was it.
Yeah, it was pretty rough the other day.
Because of it was stinging your eyes, or a little of both. It's just thick.
Yeah, just thick, really. Buff, I do. I work on large industrial mixers, reactors, dryers, coolers. You name it, I've probably done it.
That doesn't sound all that interesting.
It's really not interesting, but it's fairly easy work, so it's not like really demanding. It doesn't require me to be physically and mentally stretched out every day of my life,
Fair.
which was my last job. So I'm not even going to complain about it. I don't care if it's the most mind-numbing work. If it makes me not want to come home and end my life, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I used to work a place like that. Good times.
And the people I work with now are great. So, yeah, hard to complain.
So when are you gonna put this new engine together?
So I ordered the rear main cover,
Yeah.
the timing cover, timing chain kit, the bearings. The bearings are on back order.
Okay. Back up. Did your engine not come with a front and rear cover?
Yes.
So why are you buying one?
Well, technically, I don't need. The rear cover was rough, and I would have had to put a seal in it, which costs money.
Right. But less than a new cover.
Not by much. So my new cover for the rear was $48. It come with brand new seal and the gasket. So
Yeah, and how much is the new seal?
to buy just the gasket, it was $16 or $17.
Why do you need to buy a gasket?
Can't reuse that.
Yes, you can. Every gasket on LS is reusable. Every
Not
gasket.
worth it.
Every gasket is reusable.
Well, it might be reusable, but it's not worth it.
What do you mean it's not worth it? It's reusable. You reuse it.
Mine's never leaked a drop, and I'm not going to change that.
But they're reusable. It's not going to leak anyway.
I know.
See, you're just one of them guys that likes to spend money. See,
I do. I spend it in the right places.
no, that's the wrong place to spend money. That's a waste of money.
Well,
Did it leak before?
yes.
Where?
The rear cover, valve covers, The front cover.
So, what? Well, if you don't, how did it leak? If you don't, I'm confused now. You confused me.
So it's an engine that's been in a car since 2011.
Uh,
It's been on the road for, I don't know. The guy said the miles, but I don't know. I don't remember.
so
I
did
bought
this
an engine that was torn apart. Right.
right? Well,
So
more power to you, man. I wish I had it like that just before all that fancy stuff.
it's only $48.
It's too
You
much
spend
money.
that on fast food every day.
No, no, no.
It's not much money. Kim reuses gaskets. I never reuse gaskets either. Neither of us have leaks. Right. It's just a matter of opinion, to be honest. Well, and the other thing about the rear cover was I ruined the gasket getting it off.
See, that's the
It's
rub. It depends on if it's still a viable gasket.
Yeah, but like our gaskets are like the metal impregnated stuff, so like you can't rip them.
But it bent.
Yeah, you just tap it flat with a hammer, put it back on.
Oh God.
You know, the Gen 5 stuff doesn't even have an oil pan gasket. It just uses like Honda weld, that Honda that like that. A Honda
I would
bond.
love to see, not really, I guess, but kind of like an O-ring based everything.
Cat's ready to get in the cupboard. I have to get my firepower out here. She hates
But I
it.
ordered.
Shoot her right in the ear.
Oh God. Hey, indirect connection. How are you, buddy? Let's see. You're Jason. If I'm not
Matt.
wrong. But yeah, I ordered the bearings and everything. Supposedly be here January. We'll see about that. It's jigs. You never know. I'll be reusing the cam. Maybe.
Well,
It depends on if I want to keep it for the motor that it's in now. Just rebuild it
yeah.
and buy a second one of those cams.
LSs are too cheap to rebuild. Just buy another one for $250.
Yeah.
He's cheap.
I'm cheap. He's not.
I was thinking because I can. It's a shelf cam. This one is the original plan was to go with a custom grind.
Yeah.
Which this cam is pretty much identical to the custom grind, but like I don't remember. I remember talking to the guy and it was like a few numbers off.
I kind of want to get that Truck Norris cam one of these days, but
So I have a little experience with that, and there's nothing bad about it.
Hello, indirect. I seen you over there. I forgot to comment.
You ever watch any of my videos with the yellow Colorado?
no.
Well, that yellow Colorado's got the Truck Norris cam in it. So
I just want. I'm gonna put down the side of the Truck Norris. So I think it'll be funny.
Yeah. But it runs fine. It sounds great. So
yeah, I hear they're fine. I was gonna try it out. I think they're gonna use that or the best cam. I haven't decided yet.
It's a stick shift turbo deal, and then it's a VS Racing turbo, like whatever their cheapest option you could get was.
Yeah,
it works great. I got to put a cage in that truck now, though. It was almost in the tens.
Here we go again. I love this part of my job.
Oh God, poor cat.
I'm just shooting her in the shoulder. She got so much hair, I got to hit her 4 or 5 times before it soaks in.
But then I got to buy heads. That's really it. Oh, and pistons. But
what heads are you gonna get?
The same 706, just better condition. Mine, we had to take the manifold studs out. Well, in one of them, we drilled too far and hit the water jacket. So it's siliconed up. I just want something that I don't have to have that nightmare. So it'll still be a stock casting 706 head, just not that set. Because I had it. So when I went to Indianapolis to race for the streetcar takeover event, it leaked on me. And I ended up not getting a race because I couldn't get it to dry up, like the silicone. So I went up there and spent a bunch of money to not do anything. Pretty much.
I can see where you was upset.
Yeah. So, especially over something that stupid, something that I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have ran them anyway, but at the time, I didn't have a lot of money. Not that $20 or $50 heads are expensive, but when I was working at my last job, every paycheck was going towards the car.
Yeah.
I was pretty much eating ramen noodles.
Yeah. I worked on my budget today. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of money saved up. I feel like I'm a bit behind in my retirement goals. So
The No Name Nationals trip, honestly, isn't that costly if you don't make it costly.
yeah.
Like when I drove my red truck the first year. Well, you're lucky, 38. I had to drill out 4 of them, I think, and that sucked.
I got an exhaust bolt out the other day. Made me feel pretty good.
But
Victory.
this past year, we took my dad's truck. Hey, Mohawk, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining. But we took dad's truck mostly because mine was it needed a transmission, so couldn't really use it. And it got decent mileage, and it's not anything insane. I mean, it was only like 17 or something like that. So that helped a ton. Not
Yeah,
having to
it's literally just gas. Like I'm not getting a hotel this year, this year. Let's just
yes, and that's the other big expense is hotels.
Yeah, I'm not getting a hotel, so it's really just gas. So
And honestly, I wish people wouldn't, which most people don't. I don't want to. Like I said, if everything lines out, I won't need the hotel. I'll stay at the track. How are the showers? Has anybody tried the showers?
Well, they're not bad considering you're standing on a pallet, but that's just to keep you off the floor.
Well, my plan was to bring like flip flops, so I don't have to touch like
Well,
whatever.
yeah, flip flops are mandatory no matter what shower you.
So I don't live on a farm. My barn is full of dirt bikes and fold parts. I just want a great big cat that the neighbor's dogs won't molest. Oh, lovely.
Oh,
I'll
I
probably
don't know, man. Like it's not that long. It's only a couple days. Just go. Who needs a shower? You can go a couple days without a shower. You'll be all right.
Well, I even told her, I'm like, we could probably go to the truck stop if the showers aren't nice there, and their showers are really nice. So
you would be all right with it, but she would probably have a problem. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot he drags around a girl with him.
Keeps me in line. Keeps me from spending money I don't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate spending money on. After this year, looking at my budget from racing all year, I've realized almost half of it was hotel costs.
Lodging. Yeah. That's why we stay at the track because I hate the idea of losing all that time at the track. I'm paying to be there. I want to be there all weekend long.
Right.
And the after hours is as much fun as during the day.
I believe that. How quiet does it get? I'm not like a
It's
light
not
sleeper,
bad.
but like, are people blaring music at like 1 a.m?
No.
Okay.
No, it's everybody kind of settles into their own little groups. If you get next to us and JB, it might be a little bit noisy, but not a lot noisy.
I spent a few days in town where there was some loud parties, so I'm used to a little bit. Some places get pretty wild. Some of the races we go to.
It's really not that bad.
I wouldn't figure just because of the people at this event.
I mean, I won't say people are having a good time, but there's not a lot of hooping and hollering going on.
Yeah.
You know, you might have a radio playing over here, but it's not ungodly or anything.
How was the movie?
Oh, it wasn't bad. It was a blow up screen
We
on the spectator side of the track.
so we got my car requires ice in the ice box for the intercooler and water or whatever. So I didn't have any scoop or nothing, so I was gonna have to use my hands, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. My hands will freeze. It actually hurts. But I went. I'm like, someone's
Get
got
an
to have
oversized cup.
bingo. But it was funny. I couldn't find any cup that was like bigger than like a.
Solo cup.
So what I found was a wine chiller, stainless steel wine chiller. So, but we didn't get to watch the movie because I had to go get that. Well, I didn't have to. I wanted to, so I didn't freeze my hand to death.
Yeah, there was not a lot of spectators for the movie last year. There might have been a dozen.
I didn't know how well it would go over.
There wasn't a lot of spectators the first year, though. So.
I meant for the movie itself.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there will ever be a lot of spectators.
There should be.
Well, and I don't know how to say it without coming off like negative towards the event, because it's not really anybody's fault. It's just the fact that there's not anybody that has a wide range of big audience that travels.
Yeah, that's
You know,
fair.
if Five Script Garage showed up or something like that, people will travel to see him. And I don't like using that as an analogy because that means that none of us are important, which, you know what I mean?
Well, the first year Tony was supposed to be there.
Well, that really.
And that would have brought out an audience, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Especially the Casper Tony race. Like,
Right.
even if I wasn't planning on going, I might have wanted just to show up to watch that.
Right.
So that not happening kind of sucked.
Both me and her were mad about that.
I was looking forward to that myself.
I think everybody was looking forward to it. I was looking for, like,
I don't know what the falling out was, but my lord, that sucked.
oh, I know exactly what the falling out was.
That would have helped the No Name Nationals the first year for sure.
Yeah.
How many of his fans would have just shown up to see that race? Period.
Oh, dude, like I said, that race, dude, I was hyped for that race, dude.
A lot of people were.
Yeah.
I hope Casper is there this year.
Was he there? Was he there this past year?
Not with Casper, I don't think.
Andy was there, but he didn't bring Casper.
Right.
Huh.
He was getting headers built or something.
Yeah. I think that's the reason he didn't make it.
Which I'd like to see those headers.
In person? Right.
Yeah.
They're probably really nice, to be honest.
Wow.
So with the amount of money he spent on them, they're probably fairly nice, I would have to assume. I can say with 100% truth that mine are from $100 from China.
Same.
And honestly, they're not bad.
No.
Whatever little Chinese boy welded them things did not do the worst job. It's actually pretty nice.
Yep, I paid $87 for mine off eBay.
So, I mean, I did have to cut some of the holes in the flanges, but that's not the welder's fault. So,
funny story. Speaking of this, I had a guy comment on like the second video I ever did. It only had 2 comments before that. So like, I was like, man, someone actually watched this. Wow.
right.
And he said thank you. He's like, this video really helped. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's mainly my trainal's got so many directions on it that I don't want to put a specific direction on it. Like I want to help people. Like when I did the AC conversion on my red truck,
Yeah.
I put a video up. I didn't realize it would get that big, but it did. But I also like uh, the vlog aspect of it, like being able to in 20 years go back and look at my videos.
Yeah.
I don't.
I like that aspect too. I tell my kids all the time if they ever want to see what Dad's up to, just watch his YouTube. So
Make sure you tell them to watch the good lives, not where you're, not where you're
Now-
having controversy.
they hear way worse. They hear way
Okay.
worse. And so,
I'm signed up for 2024 No Name Nationals and paid. Well, that's great.
so I signed up and paid last year, but I didn't go, and I told John to keep it. So I'm not going to sign up until I know I'm going this year. Like that's a lie. I signed up on the way there. So as we were driving that old car down the highway, I got on my phone and I signed us up. So I waited the last second.
Why don't you haul it there, man?
Why wouldn't we haul? We didn't have a truck to pull it at the time, and we were really confident in our ability.
I've been there.
Dude, the first 300 miles, we were over halfway there. We were over halfway there, dude. Like it was going so well. It was amazing.
That's how it works. It goes great until it doesn't.
You know, like the car wasn't getting hot. We were getting 20 miles a gallon. It was driving as straight as an arrow. Like,
So now you just need like what 40 spare fuel pumps. Wasn't that the problem?
oh, okay. Then what happened is I'm a dumbass, and so when I was doing the fuel system, I put too small of a feed on the feed side of the pump, so they fucking killed themselves trying to draw fuel.
Really? That's interesting. I'm surprised that it did. I mean,
I didn't think it'd be a problem, but yeah, I used I should have used like -10. We probably would have been okay with -8, but I was like, fuck it. It pushes through -6. Why it should be able to suck through -6. Nope.
Nope. Call it a learning experience.
That's exactly what I said. I'll never make that mistake again. We're gonna put it where we got all the stuff. We got 2 new pumps, and we got -10 line and fittings. So we only got to change like this much of fuel line, like just from the tank to the pump, like that.
so what fuel pumps were they? I mean,
They
are we sure they're not? They weren't bad.
They were Bosch inline 044 pumps.
Hmm.
One of them I'm like 90% was real. The other one I'm pretty sure they're fake from China.
Oh no, I'm not a like fuel pump guy. I mean, like the one that's on my car, I knew was good. I bought it.
Here's my point. The point is they would have been fine. Like if I were to use bigger fuel line, they would have been 100% fine. It was literally that fuel line size killed them because they were working too hard. They couldn't get enough volume, so they were working twice as hard, and it just killed them.
So were they really hot then?
One of them ran really hot. Yeah.
The pump that was in the pump that we first bought for the ramp truck when I was doing the sniper, it did the same thing, except I wasn't going anywhere, and it sucked a bunch of air for some reason.
Yeah. Well, like we put one of them weld-in sumps in the stock on the stock pan.
Yeah.
So like there wasn't any chance of it sucking air, you know.
How was that?
How was welding it on?
Yeah.
Well, once we cleaned up our welding clamp and got our gas dialed in, it went great. But because the tank, the tank is 73 years old, right?
Right.
So there was a couple spots that we couldn't get smooth. Every time we tried grinding them smooth, it just leaked. So there's a couple spots to have a big old booger on them, so it wouldn't leak anymore.
Right.
But no, it actually went really good. Like I would I do it again? Maybe not. But I'm happy I did it because like I said, learning experience. Like I in the future I'll know if I want to go that route again. We probably should have just put in tank fuel pumps in, because if I would have, like the Ranger I just used 2 cheap eBay pumps that dropped in the tank. We should have did that probably, because I could have got them at any auto parts store anywhere, like any pump, doesn't matter. Like I could just threw it in, we would have been on our way. So hindsight is 50-50.
Right. Well, because I got to do at some point. If I can't get it running on the 2-barrel, it'll probably get a nice 4-barrel with a new fuel system. That black 77 that I bought, that's gonna be a driver.
Dude, there's a guy on my local marketplace right now. He's selling a really old EFI setup from Holly. Like,
Oh, it's terrifying.
yeah, dude, like an old throttle body like injection kit from Holly, like probably back from like 2004.
Probably
I
the
was like,
projection. I think is what
yeah,
they call
Project. Yeah. That's what it was. Project. Yep.
I'll
That's
probably
exactly
see
what the
it.
name was. And I was almost like, I kind of want to buy this and do a video.
Oh, I'm sure it's got to be terrible, but who knows?
Yeah.
I
I
fuel
kind of do want
injection
to
in
buy
the
it.
'90s was like garbage for
Yeah.
some reason, and I still don't get that.
Well, like they're still figuring it out.
Like the one that the ramp truck originally had, like from the factory, that stuff was
Yeah.
garbage. I mean, even when it did run, it run like trash.
Yeah.
Like we rebuilt the throttle body and everything, and it still ran like garbage. Like barely would idle. So I don't know. You can buy a whole new throttle body, I think, but it was like $1,000 or something stupid. I'm like, nope. It was some aftermarket person that built them.
That's pretty salty.
Yeah, I was like, nope. That's when I went to the sniper, and then I was disappointed on my sniper. Although I still think that if I bought a new one, I probably would have been fine.
Nobody should buy a sniper. I don't like them.
Right. Looking back, I should have bought the one that's like the Terminator. If I was going to do that, where the ECU is inside.
Hey, Leighton.
Hey, thanks
Come
for showing
in.
up to the party.
Put the link up. Maybe you'll come in.
Where is Forest, Ohio?
Paste. Hey, there's the. I don't know if you can use that or not. There's the link if you'd like to join. You're welcome to. I don't know how long we'll go live, but he says, let me finish eating. Well, eat your food and enjoy it.
I ate early because I knew John was going to be on 2 hours and there was going to be lives afterwards, so I got it done early.
We got invited to go out to eat, and I'm like, are we going to be back home before 8? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay, can't go.
Well, that reminds me, I got to take my evening meds. Sucks getting
I already
older.
did it. Well, you can't
I
see
seen you. I heard you. Does yours look like that? Mine's self-filling. Wendy keeps this up. It's like I'll get up in the morning and it'll be all full. It's like, all right, I'm good for another week.
I got to keep an eye on mine.
Well, Wendy takes it upon herself to do the meds distribution.
But
what sucks is I have one of them that as soon as it gets wet, it starts to dissolve immediately. So if you don't get it down on the first swig,
it's horrible, I'm sure.
It melts on your tongue. Yeah, and there's no getting rid of it. You almost turns into a paste,
That's gross.
and all meds suck.
Oh yeah. It's just I was hoping as I got older I would be able to get rid of some of them. Like I still take 5 a night.
5.
Yeah. One of them's only because my heart doctor says I need to, or else I could have really bad high blood pressure.
Go buy me this, Dylan.
Go buy you it? Oh my god!
What? Fuck. Okay, that's not what I wanted.
What did you do?
He wants 4 of them.
That's
Which one do I click on? Here,
it's all. It's
why don't
all
you
the
put it in
same.
private chat so I can click on it?
Okay, let me try that.
God,
There we go.
That post.
Dude, I don't know. I just like hit copy paste, dude. I don't know what the fuck it did.
What do you need a pop machine for?
It's a Sunkist machine. When is the last time you seen a Sunkist pop machine, dude?
I don't remember the last time I've seen someone drink Sunkist.
Dude, I was addicted to that shit for like 5 years straight, dude. I drank nothing but my piss was fucking orange, dude. I love that shit.
Well, it's only $100.
Yeah, no, it's 2 hours from me. I'm thinking about getting it, dude.
What up? What up?
What's
Boy,
up, man?
You got done eating quick.
Oh, it's late. What's up, my dude?
I was about done.
Oh,
He's
okay.
scarfing it down.
You got some right there, and you joking.
No, I said, man, I ain't been on YouTube in a couple days. Let me check. Did John do a live already?
Yeah.
Did he release the no name stuff?
Yep.
September 19th through the 21st.
Stockton?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Possum, the guy that would help him out, he runs the track now,
Yeah, he was saying that.
which is pretty cool. He's definitely a supporter of No Name. And if you didn't know, I sold the Aspen this week.
Oh.
The 440 is going in a truck.
Ooh, going for the fastest truck award that you created.
And I already got a call for No Name, so.
I would have liked to seen it in the Aspen, though.
Oh, no, the Aspen is still going to be on my channel. Like, the guys are going to keep me updated on it. I'm going to go do videos with them.
Okay.
It's getting a 392
Oh, that's cool.
Hemi with a 6-speed swap.
Oh, that'd be cool.
He had it in a Ford Ranger. He got rear-ended. This guy works at a Dodge dealership, but he is good at what he does. That 392 looked factory in that Ford.
That's cool.
But he said he's going to keep me updated on progress, and when he gets it done, he's going to take me for a ride in it.
Can't ask for more than that.
No.
Oh, no, he was a good dude, and as soon as he looked at it, he said, "Man, I love it. Here's your money." It was the easiest thing I've ever sold in my life.
Life should be that easy.
Right. Let's say.
But I haven't put. I was going to make some videos, but I busted my phone, so I've only got one camera facing me. But if you look back on my page at the Dodge Dakota that I paid $240 for,
Yeah.
back when I first started the YouTube deal, that's what the 440 is going in.
Mm.
Nice.
And when I said, and Lee from NSB called me out. So on Christmas Day, I edited a photo of the Dakota in front of his car. I said, "Merry Christmas."
I love the NSB guys. They're cool.
Oh man, they're a blast. Like the first year, I brought my welders down. We teamed up, and we actually had to use it a couple times. But like they cooked me food and everything when I was there, and it was just awesome.
That little that dart's cool.
Oh,
I was wondering, because like they said that they had it at like 80%. They don't rev it out much. I don't feel like the motor.
They might try to save it, just be trying to save the motor.
Yeah, I didn't know if so. Like I know some people that have said that like small block Fords don't like to rev out to like $7 or $8 grand. but I think that engine would make good power out there. Maybe not 8, but 65, 7,000 at least.
I mean, I figured if they're not revving it out, I figured just because they're trying to save the motor, not trying to hurt it at no name.
Right.
You know, if I get mine done, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna punish it, but I am gonna punish it.
Well, I've never owned a Linko, but I think if I had one, I'd be going full pro stock, hanging the gears as high as I could get it. I love that sound.
Now, if there's money involved, yeah, I'm gonna let it eat.
I didn't bet anybody for anything this year. I don't think, not yet. I wanted some of the people that were bashing the No Name Nationals to show up, so I could, race them, but they won't.
I mean, Dave said he would.
He
never replied to that comment, you fuckhole.
I tell you, he knows where I'm at. He's the one with the faster car.
What does that mean? He knows. What does that mean?
I'm on YouTube. He knows my name.
Huh?
He knows where to find me if he wants to call me out.
You were the one that called him out, dipshit.
No, I'm just saying I'll race him because he thinks there's nothing fast at No Name National.
That's my point. You called him out.
No, he said nothing's fast at No Name Nationals. Well, everything that he's brought to the No Name Nationals has been slow because he didn't bring anything.
Anything they have, isn't that kind of a call out?
I'm telling you. He knows where to accept it at.
See, I miss all this stuff. I don't see all the people talk. I guess I'm not subscribed to the right people or something to see all this.
There's another guy, Mopar Nut, that was like the most negative person I've ever met in my life.
Dude, I've talked to Mopar Nut. I don't. What did he get negative all of a sudden?
Oh, last year he bashed the No Name Nationals. Literally every car except for like one, he bashed. I'm like, what's the point, dude? Why waste your breath? Do you care that much?
Nut. Is that the one he's talking over his motor and then bashing No Name and saying
his $8,000, $10,000 NA motor that he thinks is bad to the bone?
I can never get my buddy to get subscribers and get to 500.
Right.
If they bring their dart down there, there wasn't nothing there at the first No Name or the second No Name that's going to touch it.
Sounds like a challenge to Redbeard.
I mean, Redbeard would be a good race, but I don't think Redbeard's car. I mean, Redbeard's fast. I'm not talking trash about Redbeard.
No,
but
no.
These guys,
I know what you meant.
These guys, they've been in the small tires, street racing, no prep stuff for a long time.
They're probably running 490s. I can't compete with that.
And this dart is just nasty. He just sold his Hemi and got a bigger motor.
Tell him to bring it.
I'm trying to get him. He don't like to be in front of the camera though. He'll post videos and stuff of the car, but he just don't like being in front of the camera.
You got to get over it.
Yeah.
Turbo Tom, you don't owe me a dime, dude.
Hey, I was cleaning up my car, Dylan, because I swapped cars. I gave my Cavalier to my wife's little brother.
Yeah.
And on my shifter, I still had your wristband from No Name on there.
Oh, the orange ones?
Yeah.
Cool.
I still had it on there. I just put it in my other car.
It was almost, to me, it was almost better than stickers, and it was almost the same price. So, I
got a bunch of stickers. They're all going on the back of the Dakota come No Name. I want them all fresh and new when I get there.
I want to buy some bigger ones too, because I want to put bigger ones on my car. But the place that I get them from, man, they're like, these small ones were like $2 or $3 a piece.
See, I think about just getting a Cricket and then getting some outdoor vinyl and just do that.
Yeah, that would work. I mean, we got a what is it called? A cameo silhouette thing, and it works fine, but it's not as nice as these, though.
I've got a buddy that does vinyl, and he does great work. It just stickers are high.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. When you're trying to buy thousands, it gets a little cheaper, but
yeah, but who needs thousands?
Right.
I ain't got 1,000 subscribers, so if I bought 1,000, I'd still have extra.
Like I want them. Like I would give these away if they were $1 a piece. Probably, I could probably stomach that and be fine.
That's why I want a Cricket, because I can do my own thing and cut cost out.
Right. But at $3 a piece, that adds up. That cuts into racing money. The wristband is hanging right in front of me. Well, good. I'm glad they were a decent, memento.
I'm sure
Uno
Don's probably got my $3 somewhere around next to him. Look at him. There he goes.
It's over here somewhere. It didn't go far.
I'm surprised he ain't got in a picture frame yet.
I got it with my sticker collection that I'm gonna blow up a wall in the garage one of these days.
When I get stickers made, Don's gonna be the first one to get one.
Oh, and I got to work on a. So I want people like Heaven's Mopars. You guys know him, right? Scott.
Scott,
I want him to get that Charger to No Name Nationals. And I also have to get rid of all my shirts because I'm paying a company to make them with the car on it and everything. It's almost the same price as what I make them here, so I can't go wrong. But I got to get rid of all these. And what I was thinking is every dime I earn from all of them goes to him to get that car there.
yeah.
I don't know how much it'll be. I'd have to calculate it out, but it might help a little.
Right.
And then that gives all the supporters something to support them with, and it makes the haters go wild.
Yeah.
Because that Charger can be something. I mean,
If you're a hater and you're still watching, that makes you a fan.
Is that what it is?
That's true. That is true, yeah.
See, that's what I liked about No Name. There ain't been no drama or nothing in the pits and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But if it comes to that, it's going to be like someone's going to get in a fist fight out there, and it's not going to be good.
I don't think you'll ever happen.
I don't think
That'll be a one-sided deal there.
Yeah, I'm not fist fighting anybody over anything.
If anybody wanted to hassle, it would be one-sided quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone would be pushing out the front gate really quick.
I
don't think it'll ever happen.
Because that's the one event that I've been to in my life that's not been chaotic. Like I feel like I could bring my kids there and not worry about nothing.
Playful.
I've heard that a lot. That this event is very mellow compared to other car-related events.
Because I've been around the outlaw tracks, the street racing all my life. So it's always, and I go to Memphis a lot. So it's always crazy down there. So go to a racetrack and not have to worry about nothing for once was kind of nice.
Everybody already knows everybody pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that aspect of it.
Well, and playful, not arguing, but like taunting, that's different. Some people that I've seen at racetracks, and I won't say street races, but no preps, they get a little mouthy for kids.
I bet.
Like, several of our good buddies, I mean, full on cussed out in your face, right in front of their kids. I won't name any names, but all I can say is he has a pretty big sensor company, and I would have thrown down for him because of that. His kids are freaking wonderful.
I don't know. If someone cusses me out in front of my kids, unfortunately,
it was over something stupid though. It wasn't like it was over doors.
I have to throw hands at that point, unfortunately.
Well, this guy has a pretty large business to be throwing hands with someone that doesn't matter.
No, it matters. It's respect thing, I can't. You can't go through life letting your kids think it's okay to get
taught. He could pay me $100, and I would have beat that other guy up. I mean, he probably. I would have done it for free, but just because of the way the guy was acting. But
right.
It was over.
From the sounds of it, you weren't the only one.
No, there was. He had plenty of backup, which is probably what that guy was afraid of.
Dylan, you got your hands on a lot of different cars, right? Like a lot of, where a lot of shit's sitting. I take it.
Oh yeah.
I need a 5-speed transmission from a 2.2 S10.
I actually might know where one's at. I don't. You may have to buy the whole truck, but
Well, I mean, I like S10s, maybe. I don't know.
oh, it's rough. And the only reason I'd say you might have to buy the whole thing is because it's probably cheaper to buy the whole thing than it would be just to buy the transmission.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've been
It's
looking
a
for
rock
one.
box. I mean, I could probably sit or lay in the bedside,
Yeah.
but the drivetrain would be good still. Hey,
No
wake
way.
up, America!
He's selling his truck. What a fuck stick.
Make junkyards great again.
My buddy's selling his fucking truck.
Some
I just
people,
I just found it on Facebook by accident.
What's he got?
I was gonna say, post
put
it
it
in the private chat so we can look at it. There you go. Sonoma.
I didn't know he was selling this fucking thing. Now I need to try to buy it, but I don't got that kind of money.
Whew. That's. I don't want to hate, but man, that's steep for an S10.
It has a really nice LS swap done in it.
It does look nice. I'll give you that. I guess I'm stuck on the fact that it's an S10.
Oh, dude, it has a hydro boost set up on it. I didn't know he put a hydro boost on it.
What are those wheels off of?
Let me find a picture. I don't know. They're just rally wheels. They're probably, I don't know what those are off of. They're nice. I like them.
They look nice, yeah. That's why I asked. They look like honeycomb wheels almost, but I don't think they are.
I wonder if you'd take my Chrysler for this.
It's a pretty truck, but salty.
Yeah.
Around here, that's probably like a $10,000 truck, maybe. I don't know. You can buy fairly cheap S10 V8 swaps. Pretty cheap. But probably not that nice.
Buff, try a copy paste. That's what I did. That was in StreamYard, though. I copied it.
Unless you're looking for a
$24,000
S10, yeah, I wouldn't click on it.
I don't think he can see it because I can't see it in my chat, so that means it didn't post.
Well, it's not in Levi's either, but saying it come up on in StreamYard.
Yeah.
I don't know what window Buff's watching.
Let's see.
But I was just hoping to be as close to Redbeard this year. Obviously, that didn't happen, but
Let's see, it has a 4L60 that's been rebuilt. Aluminum 5.3.
No, this thing's nice. It's just high.
Yeah. Holly front drive pulley setup. I like that setup, that Holly, that all-in-one pulley setup.
he might be the kind of guy that lists high, and then when someone comes offers him, 20 or whatever, he'll be like,
I know this guy personally, and this guy is legit. Like, he builds legit race cars. So I don't know.
like
Like,
if
I
I
wouldn't.
want to get top dollar for something, I post it higher than the top dollar, and then someone's going to come in and offer me top dollar, that number. Because,
That's true.
I don't know. It's a mind game for some people, but to me, I don't sell much to do that anymore. But it's not text, it's video. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, do you need a 4.8 and a 6L90?
I kind of want the 6L90.
I got $1,000 on it.
I got mine for $75, so I can't.
Not this one.
Oh. So it's a Gen 4 4.8 with a 6L90.
Yeah, it's a weird combination.
That's a weird combination. I didn't think.
And it's a flex fuel.
Well, I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
I think it's got gas in it now, but it is a flex fuel motor.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Somebody wants it. I don't need it. If I can't sell it, it's going to be a burnout machine.
I mean, just give it to me. I'll do something with it.
If I didn't have any money in it, I would do that. But I do have to make my money back at least to break even.
Needs a Godzilla. I agree. Everything. I like that Godzilla engine. Like, I want to get one and do something with it.
Someone needs to give me one of those.
Yeah, dude. If I had one, I'd give you one, dude.
Because I'll absolutely put that in a Chevy and make some Chevy purist mad.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, don't put a Ford in Chevy.
I'll do the exact opposite of all these LS Fox bodies.
I don't know, dude. Having one of them in a Fox body would be pretty fucking dope.
There was a decent Fox body roller in Dayton, Ohio that popped up earlier. $1,200 with a.
That's not bad.
It's got a cage. It's got a few things with it that makes it worth that. I just don't have that money to buy it.
Yeah.
Even the 5.0 Coyote motors, they're pretty good.
Build a tow truck?
Cool. They're just really wide.
Why on earth would I build a tow truck?
Build a ramp truck, though.
I was gonna say I'll throw it in a ramp truck. I don't care. Truck for towing. Okay, that's more like it.
Oh, here we go.
I still had my F450. That was a perfect truck.
A buddy of mine has it's a Ford, but it's a V10 Triton. And dude, that thing is gutless. I don't know why.
My F450 had a Cummins swap in it.
Now that's probably not gutless.
No, it wasn't gutless. It had ejectors, tune, and a big turbo.
But it's a stick shift V10. It should be like, a powerhouse almost. So with a Duramax truck on the back of it, it would barely do 55.
What?
Yeah.
Either turbo or a tune, man. Turbo and a tune.
I mean, it is stock, but still, I would think a stock V10.
They're all junk.
Well, that's fair.
I've never liked the 4.6, the 5.4s, or the V10 Tritons. I've hated everything.
Yeah, in Wake Up America, but it sucked on gas too. It's really bad. I mean, I think they got like 6 or 8 on their way back from picking that Duramax up.
Ooh.
I was hauling a 14K truck. It might have been a 14K. I don't know. It hauls that mini excavator around, but I was hauling it. A big 20-foot heavy-duty trailer in the Aspen, and I was only getting like 8 miles a gallon with my Suburban.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But the trailer probably weighed more than the car did.
Yeah, that's one of those heavy-duty trailers, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a heavy-duty because it hauls a mini excavator around, but it's the only trailer my father-in-law had with the ramps on it.
Like on my way to Sykeston the first year with the red truck, depending on how you calculate it, I got 10 to 11 miles a gallon.
My 1950 Chrysler Windsor was getting.
Nope, he paused. Somebody tell him.
Fucking internet.
Frozen Ken.
Fucking internet.
Internet.
He said, I was getting internet on the way to No Name. That's all I heard.
I was gonna say I was getting 20 miles a gallon on the way to No Name this last year.
Me too.
Good.
I left work and headed straight there.
I got 17.
Not bad.
I think we was getting like 27 in the van.
Hell yeah.
I'm killing it. You're doing
Oh, I
good.
wasn't arguing. We was filling up with that E85 every chance we got.
Dude, that stuff. So yeah, if as long as it's 40% cheaper or 30-ish, 35, 30 to 40% cheaper than gasoline, you're coming out ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. It's shitty gas mileage, but saying you get out there on the interstate, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
You drive it around town, the gas mileage falls right off.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's cheaper, but it burns faster.
Yeah. Like I said, as long as you can get it for a good deal, you can come out ahead on it.
Well, hell, gas a few weeks ago was $2.60 here.
Yep. That was neat.
What I paid for gas today was $2.62.
Not bad.
Now it's $2.79, I think. But
Hell, ours here is I think 327, and I'm happy with that.
Good.
A couple of weeks ago, it was up into 3.5, 358, something like that.
I'm hoping our next election makes that a little lower.
Well, that's why it's going down right now because it's an election year.
Oh yeah, they gotta get the price down and make them look good.
Yeah,
Make
screw up
everybody
everything for 3 years and go try to bring it back into fourth.
Yeah, make yourself look good, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let me go fall up some more stairs.
Yeah, right.
3 times.
I gotta quit. I'm gonna get political in here, and
I don't care.
I'm gonna offend someone, and they're gonna report Levi.
If they come in my life and get offended over the truth, I have a problem.
Yeah, I try not to talk about politics, but like it's hard not to these days. Things are getting so
The one that got me that I always hear, it's like the government doesn't control prices, and then you have them bragging about, making them cheaper or, lowering the cost a little bit.
Then
like-
why are they taking credit with Bidenomics?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have control over it. They know it.
Yeah.
Well, they need to lower the price of milk.
No shit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous how much milk
I got
is right
4 kids at home, and little man, he's 3, and that dude loves some chocolate milk. I hate buying gallons of milk every day.
What do you buy? Like,
Just a cheap gallon of milk, $5 a gallon,
well, because
$6.
we get up here, we got Prairie Farms, and it's not too expensive, but it's definitely like your name brand milk if you're going to buy milk. So I wouldn't buy that.
No, I'm buying like the Great Value kind.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
How much?
It's still $5 or $6 a gallon.
holy
No.
moly.
That much here. It's like I want to
So
say
we got,
$3.99.
let's say ours was the last time we bought, which was last week, was like $3.90.
I want to say it's $3.99 here.
I mean, it also depends on brand and what you're buying. If you're buying like 2% or like chocolate milk, obviously the price differs.
Yeah.
That might be what costs me because I get chocolate milk for him because he's a chocolate milk drinking dude.
Does he like Hershey chocolate syrup?
Yeah, I've got that too.
I say I'd buy white milk and do that.
I like the
I was,
Nestle.
doing, I was doing that, but every time I go to cook something with milk, I ain't got no milk.
What you do is you save a gallon and you pour half a gallon in it, and then you make half a gallon of chocolate and you have a half a gallon of white.
Yeah, there you go.
Gentlemen, I am going to call it a night here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I got it too. I got a few things I want to do before the night's over.
leave the live running though. So if anybody's watching, keep watching. So just put me out of the thing. But I'll catch y'all later, all right?
All right, see you later. Have a good night. Have a good one, Don.
Yeah, I figured I'd come over and try and help you with your watch hours.
I appreciate that. We only need 19.
Well, I was saying when I go to bed, I'll put your channel up and let it play all night.
Thank you.
No, I do that the other day for functional histories. I know I had a bunch of running to do, and it's like click play on. By the time I got back, it was still running.
Right.
And I ended up sitting down watching 3 or 4 videos anyway.
So I got today, tomorrow, and Sunday to hit 19 watch hours. I think it's definitely possible.
Yeah, we'll work on that for you.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
What opens up for you? Nothing, America. Just a personal goal. Yeah, I thought if I could reach 1,000, I can reach 4,000 at some point. It was just that. I wish monetization at 1,000.
Well, we'll work on that for you, Levi.
I don't even know. I ain't even checked my analytics or nothing forever.
Oh, I haven't done much of anything since No Name. I had to put up a couple shorts, but
I've tried not to too focused on the analytics stuff because then I feel like you become obsessed with it. You know what I mean?
get it. I remember saying last summer when I was into my analytics about 4 times a day.
Yeah.
You go through and you hit for the saying the last 28 days, you go for 6 months, and then from the start of your channel, you see the graphs change. And
yeah, it sometimes can be confusing to an extent.
I've got one short that I posted, and it's got 115,000 the last time I checked. I got over 112 subscribers from it.
Can't
And
argue.
all it was a Kia Stinger and a Tesla racing.
It's nice when it's simple.
Right.
Saying you never know what's going to hit.
Like I need about 30 or more of those videos to take off. That'd be nice.
Oh, that's what. If that van doesn't sell, that's what I need to do is just make a video doing donuts, blowing it up, ramping it.
Hey, you know that dude? He had that song a couple months ago. Now was that Rich Man North of Richmond?
Oh yes.
Did you see the views on that?
No, is it
got like 103 million views in the last 3 months?
Golly.
Well, that thing got played over TV stations and everything, so they just kept playing it, kept playing it, kept playing it.
I got tired of hearing it after a while. It's a good song, but when something's overplayed like that, like it does get annoying.
That's like that stinking Luke Combs remix of Fast Car. I was in a truck with someone at work. I said, if you don't turn that radio off right now, I said, I'm punching the radio, then I'm punching you. He turned it up and turned it back down. I said, man, you're about to lose the radio.
Buff Del Campo asked if you have a link to that short.
All right, I'm taking off, fellas. Nice seeing you.
Yep. Have a good night, Don.
Yeah, man. Say hello to Brooke. Hello, goodbye to Brooke for me. If she's not.
I will.
Already.
Let me find it here.
See you later, Leighton. Buff.
We'll see you, Don.
Wake Up America. I'm Bad Wrench. Everybody in the chat. Have a nice evening. Happy New Year.
Then there were 2.
Yep. Fat, ugly, bald guy and Levi.
Yeah, I try to go live once a week. My goal
I haven't seen your notifications if you go live. I seen you on here. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna jump in there with Levi. I ain't talked to him in a minute.
Unswallowing at the bar. How's it going?
Like Badger, that's definitely Blake.
It is going wonderfully. We probably have half of my watch hours right now. We've only been live an hour. We had an average of.
Buff, I just posted that link in the chat. I don't know if you can click it or not, but
I bet if I post it, if you send it to the private chat, I can probably copy and paste it.
yeah, let me.
Unless I make you a moderator somehow. I don't know if you can do that. I was going to do the calculations.
I'm on my other phone, so that's kind of. Let me see if I can.
The cat wants more attention.
My cat gets annoying. Oh, every time I get up, it wants to get right underneath my feet and try to trip me up.
Oh, dude, coming down the stairs with that one, I've almost fell like was it 4 or 5 flights of stairs, or is it flights? I don't know. I've almost fell downstairs because of this cat with food. Usually, you gotta like nudge him with your foot to get him to go, get her to go, which is probably not safe, but it'd be all right. Cat's already dumb. But how's Blake? Everything good in the hood at the BTP area? Just trying to get some watch hours and enjoying some times with fellow YouTubers and friends. Huh? I don't know if I was supposed to add that or not. But anyway, at any rate, we're good. Just got out on the town with my high school bus buddies. One works at NASA now. Well, that's interesting. NASA. Works at NASA. What does he do there? That ought to be exciting. I would think that would be a very interesting job. That ought to be exciting. Like, I don't know what you would. I mean, other than like a physicist or like a chemist or an astronaut, I don't know what all else is there. Somebody behind a desk. I don't know. I don't know what you do at NASA or NASA, however you say it. I can say without doubt that launching rockets would probably be a pretty fun job. I would think. It's probably a lot better than what I do for a living. Hey, who's this?
I don't know how to turn my camera around.
He's at a dive bar.
Oh, yeah. I can hardly hear you. Music's playing. Here's my buddy right here, Mark,
Hey, Mark.
from California. It's pointed at you.
Who is it?
It's this is Levi's Backyard Performance.
Go around it.
What's up?
We're on YouTube Live right now. Yeah.
YouTube Live.
Yeah. Well, I'm not streaming. Levi is. My camera won't turn the other way around.
There you go.
There you go. Chill night.
Yeah. We haven't hung out in a couple of years all together, so.
Oh yeah.
We're all in town for Christmas and whatnot, so.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd hop in and say hi and get the hell out of here.
I appreciate it.
Because I'm not sure I can even hear you.
Well, I won't be live for much longer. I mean, I'd have to get some sleep at some point.
Right on.
So, but it's almost midnight here. So,
Well, all right, buddy. Good luck on hitting that 1,000 watch time hours.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. We're 19 away. I know we can do it. Don't
Yes.
forget to make a little
Some of the
offering.
basketball.
Here,
All right, dude. You take it easy.
see you later.
Iowa City, Iowa. I lived 2 years. You were in
Oh,
missed out on the shot. Jake was in.
missed out on a shot.
Oh, that's funny. It's not loading camera. Oh, well, that's weird. I don't know what kind of camera you got, but like, I know mine, if you unplug it and plug it back in, which I know sounds really dumb, but it does work. It don't do it very often, but occasionally I'll have a problem with something. And unplugging it from the PC and plugging it back in actually works. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what your problem would be. I really don't. I wish it did. I don't. Maybe should I post the link up again? I mean, there you go. Maybe trying joining from a different link might work. I don't know. But my buddy went to Dallas to the Cotton Bowl. Well, that's interesting. What's the Cotton Bowl? Is it football or like? I'm trying to think of what else is. I would assume that's what it is, but I don't know. I'm not a super like invested sports ball kind of guy, you know. I don't know much. All right, sounds good. Have a good night, Layton. Enjoy the Xbox, man. Oh, football, Ohio State. Ooh, that ought to be interesting. Appreciate it, man. I won't be probably another 3 or 4 minutes, then I'll probably quit because I got to get some sleep so I can wake up in the morning and not be dead. I got to get up at 8 or something like that. So, but football in Ohio or for Ohio State, the Cotton Bowl, man. Excuse me. Started at 8, should be over by now. So what? So is it like a playoff thing, or like what is involved in the Cotton Bowl? Like what gets you to the Cotton Bowl? Like, does winning so many games get you there, or does it like is it a tournament thing? I'm not, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. So, are you in Central Time? I am not. I am on Eastern Standard Time. It is currently 11:30. But I've been up since, what time did I get up this morning? 8 or 9. And I've been working all day. So I'm fairly bummed out, worked out, pooped, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, there's always that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Eastern Standard Time. What is Central Time? Where is that at? Let's do a little. Yeah, I'm bad, Wrench. I'm not. I get the whole. I've got up at 5 a.m. and worked all day. Well, I usually do that during the week, but I've been off since Wednesday evening. So, central of Chicago. Okay. We're in the middle of Tennessee. All right, I got you. But yeah, I'm a bad wrench. I'm just not a big sports ball fan. Here, I'll stop sharing. I don't know. I've never been. I've liked the sports, but like some of the people that I've been around, they just take it too seriously. It becomes more of a I don't want an addiction than it is a pastime, I guess. Like I know people that have gambling addictions based on sports. Like it's just sad. Like I don't get me wrong, betting money's been around forever, but you shouldn't be addicting. Right. Drag racing is a sport. But I do it to have fun. I don't do it to make money or and the other thing is I don't have a team that I'm if you don't like my team I'm not going to be mad at you or I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. Maybe it's just the people that I've been around. They're just usually the people that like sports that involve regulated game balls. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I'm just not a big sports guy. I also don't have time to watch any of that. I had 4 days paid vacation left to spend, and they called me into work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I put in for Saturday overtime, and now they got to pay me double time for holiday pay plus Saturday. Nice. Yeah, I do. I do have the need for speed. And it's not like, it's really not an addiction because I don't have to have it. I just enjoy doing it. I grew up with people who would get in fistfights over sports, and I just hate all sports. Yeah, but fist fighting can happen with anything. It's how you treat the sport where it gets to that point. Like if you're trying to be serious about something to a point, there will be a point to where you will get that upset over it. But me, I'm here for fun. Drag racing is my escape from reality. When I strap into my car, I don't have to worry about, taking the trash out or that's why you ride roller coasters. So I used to like roller coasters. I don't know if it's because I've been really fast in a car. Not really fast. I've been fast in a car. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not riding on the right roller coasters, but I'm not a roller coaster guy. I used to be. I used to love them. Granted, I was a kid, but I used to love them. About racing in Mexico. Now, you jumped out of airplanes in the Army? Slow doesn't excite me. Right. I don't know. I'm just not a sports ball fan. Don't get me wrong. If you like soccer or football or baseball, you're welcome to like whatever you want. The one thing that does bug me about that is how much money those people make for what they offer society. Like me, I got a normal job. I go to a job every day that supports a lot of what's in your life, honestly. If you use any kind of soap to wash your body, I'm involved in your life. If one of the machines that I run breaks down, your life can halt. Well, if it breaks down over a long period of time. Aerobatics in a small plane is fun, but I still don't like roller coasters. I don't know. I guess I'm not trustworthy of the roller coasters. Maybe that's what it is. Because they are fun. I'm just terrified that one of them is going to be not maintenance properly, and it's going to be when I ride it, it's going to fall apart and I'm going to die because of that. Now, but Bad Wrench, is this racing in Mexico as in on Mexican streets, or is this like Mexico racing, like actually in Mexico? Like, are we talking about Cuba racing, or legit racing? Because I'm down for anything. I don't know if I'll go to Mexico to race, but I've driven pretty far to race some fun stuff. So, and we got a new track popping up. It's not new. It closed in 20 something, 2012. Right. Outside the city limits and not legal. Well, that's about how you have to do it. But yeah, America, I work for lots of companies that affect people's daily lives. And hey, Mike's car hole. He says moist. But if some of these machines break down, it stops production of goods that everybody uses daily, and that's not good. An hour of shutdown could cost a company 100, 200, 300,000 easy. Some of these companies probably have way more than that. Like, there's one company I work with, I think it's like $1 million an hour that they're losing revenue wise when it's broken down, which is crazy. But it's very cool, very cool. It's a very awesome job, and I'm blessed to have it. But more on this topic. What is moist? That's the question. If your salad's moist, you're probably not eating a good salad. If your steak is moist, you're eating a good steak. We got to know specifics here. We can't go on general topics here. I'm not even sure what a 10R140 is, dude. It's a word people hate. About 40% of people hate that word. I don't hate any word. Well, we'll say that. I like saying the word. I mean, look, it's just moist. It's just funny. The Ford 10-speed behind the Godzilla. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't even imagine having, think about that. That's what semis had in them. A 10-speed transmission is what a lot of semis come with. That's a lot of gears. That's a lot of gears. Like, do these cars even get into the 10th gear? $30,000 miles, and it's a leaker. It already leaks? How? I like that word. And fruitcake as well. Is your fruitcake moist? Oh, excuse me. We'll go for another 20 minutes, and then I'll shut down. I'm tired. If you can't tell. And I'm thirsty. I tow my 17,000-pound fifth wheel in 10th gear at 2,000 RPM at 70 miles an hour with 430 gears. Golly, 430s? Rough. Why on earth? How big of a camper is this? What's that get for gas mileage? 17,000 pounds is a lot. I did win. I won on the 87. I said 87. So that's pretty cool. 7 miles a gallon. 6 mile per hour. 43-foot fifth wheel, not with the 10-speed, triple overdrive. Well, what's your gas mileage? Are we talking 20, 30, 10? Oh, there you go. 9 mile per gallon at 60 mile per hour up and down the Oregon coast. Okay, so pretty good. I mean, that's fairly good for a gas engine, especially 17,000 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I assume it's a camper, right? You know, just assuming. Yes, camper. A camper it is. Yeah. Dude, them things weigh a lot more than what I thought they did. Like we've strapped out a couple RVs and like taken some of the parts out of them to use. Dude, them things weigh a lot more than I thought they would, especially fully furnished. And you can get some pretty good steel. I get 15 mile a gallon empty in a crew cab. I don't know what DRW is. DRW. What does that mean? But at 60 mile an hour, that's not bad. Oh, dual rear wheel. I got you. So my truck's best ever mileage. So it's a 1990 Chevy K1500. It's a single cab, short bed, single wheel, obviously. 4-wheel drive, 350 with a carburetor. Best I've ever gotten was 15 miles a gallon. Empty, obviously. It's the best I've ever gotten in my life. Granted, it was a very lean mixture. But, you know, it's a 4,000 or 5,000 pound truck. It's not much. But I think it's impressive for how bad I am at tuning carburetors. But I think 15 is probably the most it'll get. I mean, it's got 33s on it. They're 33 by 1250s. So they're pretty wide. Cheap, but wide. My dually weighs 8,400 pounds. Whew, she's a heavy girl. But it's a dual real. I mean, that's what you would expect from a dually. I mean, I would want my if I bought a dually, I would want it to weigh a lot too, because that means it's built well, kinda. Some of these new trucks, though, they have so many bells and whistles. It's ridiculous. That's why I'm terrified of buying a new truck. I just bought a Duramax, and it's a 2002, and I'm already regretting owning it, but we'll see. I used to drive tow trucks. When one of those big campers crashed, there would be wood, aluminum siding, cloth, clothing, pots, and pans for a quarter mile down the road. None of it looks heavy. It is stable when wind doesn't even push it with the fifth wheel attached. Well, that's good. I mean, that's what I would expect. You know, I wouldn't expect nothing less of it, but you know, it's pretty much a big billboard, right? As a camper. So, you know, there's always going to be something to it. But let's see if it's fifth wheel. I don't know anything about fifth wheel stuff. I use bumper pull stuff. So I'm not even in that game, but excuse me. I know when I went to load leveling bars, that changed my whole life. A giant box, 102 inches wide and 113'6" tall. Man, you probably have to be really careful going under some bridges then. Right? I mean, 13'6", isn't that the legal limit? I thought 13.7 that's the legal limit for trailers. RV GPS. Is it 14 foot? Okay. Still, 4 inches is not much. That's probably terrifying. Go under a bridge, you're like, oh, is the top of my RV going to get ripped off this time? Excuse me. Butt clencher. Yep, I believe that. I mean, let's think about what 4 inches is. I mean, I don't have a tape measure here, but I do. Let's see. Can you see that? That's what you got on top of your RV is room. That's not much. Yeah, don't ride on top. That's for sure. 4 inches at 65 miles an hour. Right. Don't slow down. I mean, if you slow down, you're going to get stuck under it. If you floor it, you might make it to the other side. Your RV probably won't, but you will. It might have been scalped, but you'll at least have an RV still. Be scalping people like an Indian. Or like the Indians. Which is not good. But I love seeing those truck driver fail videos where it's like a box truck drives under a bridge that clearly is too short. And it's like, did you think about it before you drove under it? Or was that an afterthought? Because I have those too. But I would think if I professionally drove a truck that tall, I would worry about that. I lost an AC unit in Alaska to a power line that was only 13.3. Now, see, how does that work? Does the city pay for that? 'Cause I think everything has to be up to code to that height, that 14 foot. Unless it was marked. If it's marked, it doesn't have to be. Civic, you've come in at like the end of the live, man. I got about 12 minutes left. My insurance dealt with the utility and just cut me a check. I don't know whatever came of it. Did it short out through the trailer? Probably. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm glad you joined. I just want you to know that I'm not going to be live for much longer. I'm super tired. I'm sure you could probably see my eyes are bloodshot. I've been up a little too long. Just rip the AC off. Dang autocorrect. Don't be sorry. Well, that's good. You made some money. Rock on. What was wrong with it? Did you need a muffler bearing? Or something like that? Put a sign on the back of it. You fixed it. So it's her car. And like I said, this is best case scenario. Because it just needs the brakes checked and then the tires put on that we bought. And then it's ready to go to No Name Nationals. It runs like a top. It's an 84 or 85 Buick Riviera. It's front wheel drive. It's got a 301 or 307, whatever that come in that car. It is gutless, but it rides like a dream. It drives like a dream. It really does. So I thought if everything worked out, we could haul one car on the ramp truck and one car in the enclosed, and then down the road we go, which would be cool as hell. Like I said, that's best case scenario, though. So we'll see. Life doesn't always hand me the cards that I want, but I should be okay. But yeah, it's a 301 transaxle. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh yeah, I'd have her race it in the bracket and stuff and just have fun with it. I mean, that's really what the car was purchased for. Well, and the other thing was it's been around us for a lot of years, this car has. And I wanted it from the beginning, and then she found it because it sat on our property because a friend needed the space. He used to own a automotive shop in town with a impound lot, and it sat in the impound lot for him because it was his car after he bought it. And it sat there for a long time, and then when he sold the shop, it had to go somewhere. So it come out to our house because we had plenty of room for it. And it sat there forever. And so I told him, I said, I want to buy it. Whenever you want to sell it or scrap it or whatever, I want to buy it. She wanted it. I'm like, okay, it can be your first project car. Well, it only cost us $200. So it's a $200 Buick Riviera. And then we bought tires. And then I think the brakes are honestly okay. It stops fine. I just want to go through them and make sure they're not almost bad, like where it'll go bad at the track or, on the road or something like that. I want it to be safe. Just basically going through and make sure everything works and looks good. But yeah, it's horrible. It's a fun car, and it's got a weird story around it too. We found some stuff in it that's for in-person talk. I can't, some of the stuff that's in the car or that was in the car, I can't talk about on YouTube. So nothing really bad, just I'd rather not talk about it on YouTube. But I can tell you in person, that's for sure. If you're interested. It's some weird stuff. I will tell you the one, because it's kind of family friendly, kind of. So we found an SD card on the floorboard. We're like, who puts an SD card in our car? Like, it's not something you just throw in your car, right? Is it 325 R4? I honestly have no clue. I think it's a 3-speed, but I'm not sure. I've never gotten it out of second gear in the driveway, so I don't know. Could be an overdrive transmission. A forfeit. See, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put a motor in it until I absolutely have to. Because it's a cheap car. Why would I want to hurt it? It's a cruiser. I don't want to put something crazy in it. But anyway, we found a SD card. Yeah, that would be a nightmare, dude. You and Sammy Hagar. Right. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the SD card. So I plug it into the computer and I open it up, and it's got a few files, and one of them it said Brazilian ladies or Brazilian something. I'm like, okay, that I'm not clicking on that first. There's something wrong there. We'll get to that a different day. Anyway, but the rest of them were like family videos and stuff. It's not the person. It had to have been the person who my friend bought it off of before we bought it, because it's none of the people he knows. He doesn't have a family. I mean, he's got us, but he doesn't have like kids or nothing. And these were like, I don't know, videos taken in like the early 2000s on an SD card. It was spooky, like some weird stuff. But yeah, crazy car, fun story. All it needed was a battery, fresh gas, and a ignition switch. I took the battery out of my Laguna when I first bought it, put it in there, which was free because it come with the car. It just wasn't good enough for us to use for racing. The ignition switch was like $5, I think. Threw it in, and obviously fresh gas, and it ran like a dream. We did have to let it sit and idle through all the bad gas, but after it ran through all the bad stuff, dude, she runs like a dream. Is it got air ride? I don't know what it's got. I've never been under the car. We've never had it on a lift, on jack stands, or nothing. I'm kind of terrified because the front engine or front wheel drive V8 just doesn't sit right with me. Just it's a weird thing. But I'm not a front wheel drive guy. I don't know. I drive one every day, but I hate working on it. And it's a 4-cylinder. It's not even a V8. I don't know. I seriously don't know. It could, very well could, but this guy does not know. And it doesn't matter. It rides like a boat right now, and it'll continue to ride like a boat until it breaks. Then we'll fix it, which is hopefully not very often. I drive a 97 Toyota Camry. It's got 180,000 on it. Nothing special. But it does get decent gas mileage. I want a Panther body for my next car. Okay, so I'm a noob. What's a Panther body? I'm not sure what that is. Camry is a reliable car. Yeah, they're nice. They're a pain in the butt to work on, but that's just my opinion. I hate anything new. Anything newer than 87, I'm like, please don't make me buy it. I don't want it. Manufacturers. Oh, okay. Like that. Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be a fun car. Ford Crown Vic, Mercury, Marauder, Lincoln Town Car. Yeah, that would be fun. You know, there's probably a pretty big following for those cars too. Because, I mean, you got 3 different platforms. They came in cop cars. They came in city cars. Oh, have a good night, Tom. I will see you in the next live, which might be tomorrow night or Sunday night. I'm not 100% sure. Or possibly Monday night. I don't know. I had a 97 town car with a 4.6 and 308 gears. Got 27 mile a gallon at 70 mile an hour. I smoked a deer with it at 70. That sounds rough. Dude, that would be kind of cool, Buff. That would be interesting. So I'm a 2-door guy. I hate that. because it eliminates a lot of 4-door cars, or a lot of cars that are 4 doors and not 2 doors. But pick one up soon. The demo guys keep wrecking them. Yeah, well, that's been happening since the beginning of cars, though, which I've never understood why people do that specifically, especially the cars they know are cars that people like the Toyota Camry, for example, is a pretty good example. If you started beating the crud out of those, it's not going to hurt many people because people don't build them after they've been used as daily drivers, right? Once they hit the junkyard, people are just robbing parts that they need to keep their daily going. They don't buy the whole car to fix it up. They just buy the parts off of it. Or Hyundais. Good example. Hyundais. Been looking for a newer 5-cylinder VW Golf. It's one of the last 2-door hatchbacks I actually fit in. Are you calling yourself fat or tall? I'm not 100% sure. All I can say is if you're tall, I wouldn't think you would fit in a hatchback, but could. Like, my Camry's probably is all of the above. Can't be that bad. But my Camry's probably the max or the lowest I can go for cars as far as how small they are. Well, I'm only 6'2". Buff. What? Okay, so it's kind of like long beds in the truck world. 4-door cars are just parts cars. The GM wagons were $200 when I was demoing them. Nobody wanted them. Right. The Germans make comfortable cars. Yeah. So I really want an Opel. So when I was over in Germany for work, there was a couple wagons, Opel wagons that I'm like, dude, that would make a killer V8 car. Like, if you wanted a cool station wagon with a V8, that would be the perfect swap. And they're pretty cars. Like, they're not like ugly or nothing, which kind of takes away from the station wagon side of it, but it would be a fun swap that you could use daily. Like, if you put a V8 in it, you could drive it to work or I love that channel, Buff. He's my favorite hack. And honestly, he's not much of a hack. No, I don't want an Opel GT. I did at one point, but I don't want one now. I realized that for the amount of money I'd spend on an Opel GT, I could just buy a Corvette and have a Corvette. They used to be cheap, but I don't know what's happened. If people just like think they're more expensive now or what. But DD Speed Shop is like the best. He makes good content too. Like I wish I could do that. I like the old Opel Manta, but they are so old now. What is that? Let me look. Google. Manta. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. They look pretty cool. That would be a fun car. There you go. That's a good idea. Well, don't lose your job. That's not good. But if you want to work at a junkyard, that's not bad. I mean, you can work at a junkyard. Like a tiny 69 Camaro. Yeah, with probably half the cylinders or less. Find a little front wheel drive coupe and put a V6 from a front wheel drive car in the rear. That'd be fun. Dan and Danny are coming to the States soon. I'd like to meet them in person. Yeah, from what I've heard, they're pretty cool people to meet in person. I think they're on the Vancouver side of Canada, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they seem like chill people. I thought they would come to No Name Nationals just once. I mean, it's probably a pretty far drive for them. Anyone gets around Dragway 42, I live 100,000 yards from the track. So Dragway 42, that's in Magnolia, Ohio, right? Am I wrong? Or something in Magnolia? Or Dragway 42 is in Ohio somewhere. I know that. But I'm not sure where. West Salem. Okay. Where's that at? Where's that in relation to me? So that's almost a 4-hour drive from me. Holy moly. That's almost up near Cleveland, Ohio. Holy moly. They mentioned visiting an attraction an hour away from me. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely either accidentally run into them or talk to them first and go, hey, I'd like to meet up with you. I got cool cars. Want to come look at them while you're here? That'll probably get them. Free content. I don't know. Although they might think you're a little weird for I don't know. If I was in just a random place way away, far away from home, and someone goes, hey, I got cars. You want to come to my home and I'll show you them? I might be a little afraid, but, car guys are weird, so we may not think like that. Me, I think old cars. Heck yeah, why not? You may murder me, but hey, why not? We're all a little weird. Right. Oh, man. 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it's 12:07. I have to end the live here. I'm not going to wake up in the morning. Elvis used to do that with his guitars. I believe that. All right. Have a good night, y'all. I will see you either tomorrow or Sunday or Monday. Like I said, we will hit our 1,000 goals. I know it. Yeah. Have a happy new year, too. I should see you all before the new year, though. But happy new year if I don't. Thanks for the live. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I really do. It's fun to be able to talk to everybody. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Get some sleep, and I'll see you in the next one.